The Master Tavern Keeper's History of the Old World. Beyond the warm inner circle of the planets of the solar system, including our own fated place. Further out even than our neighbour, the great green orb Verdra, are the outer 5 worlds. These are called the Councillors by the astronomers of the High Elves and Grand Cathay, and are named thus. Counting out from burning fiery Sol, the 6th world of our star system is Locratia. Its ash-grey crust is marked with orange lines that stretch out across it, which, upon closer inspection with a telescope, can be seen to be pockmarked with meteor impacts, craters, and deep scars. A feature of the Councillors is that they tend to have a large number of moons, and Locratia is no exception. She has 7, in point of fact, that orbit her cold surface. And how do I know it's cold? Why? Because is she not a good distance away from our sun? So far, in fact, that it takes 1,600 days to make a single orbit around Sol. To be this far from the warming radiance that dominates our sky surely implies that she must shiver as she rolls through the firmament. The 7th world is Ishan. It is gigantic, but constantly in flux. By comparing both the ancient and more contemporary astronomical texts of Cathay, it can clearly be deduced that its surface changes year by year, resembling the shifting surface of a soap bubble, in point of fact. The works of the astronomers of the High Elves give the reason for this, and it is described as being made up of a roiling mass of hot gases that is striped with clouds of red and orange. Its orbital period is likewise very large, and it takes 4,000 days to orbit Sol. Like Locratia, it too is blessed with many moons. In fact, it has a baker's dozen of 13 moons in all. The 8th planet is Locratia. This too appears to be another gaseous giant, although it is about half as large as Ishan. But not only does it differ in size, it also differs in hue, and, like Tigris, it is a purpureal orb that slowly treks across the sky, having an orbital period of 12,000 days. Once again, this Councillor too is blessed with many moons, this time numbering 6 in all. The 9th planet from Sol is Welia, and, like Verdra, it is an emerald orb, although it lies deep in the colder stretches of the heavens, and takes an incredible 60,000 days to make a single journey around the sun. It is also noteworthy for 2 more things. It has the largest number of moons of any of the worlds of our solar system, numbering 14 in all. And also, it is blessed with a strange ring that hugs its belly, although what it truly is beyond even the knowledge of the finest libraries of Ulthuan. The 10th and most distant world in our star system is Obscuria. My friend, the exiled mage Calhordis Whitemane, told me that in the astronomical texts of Hoeth, hidden in the White Tower, Obscuria is described as being a deathly pale world, marked by 3 bruised smudges, a smattering of black pinpricks, and covered with ice. This I can well believe, for it sits at the very edge of our solar system, far from the warmth of the sun. Like all of the Councillors, it has its moon, although only one. However, the very existence of Obscuria is disputed in the lands of man. We, as yet, lack the telescopes powerful enough to peer that far into the dark, and as such, it remains an unobserved phenomenon. Although, perhaps, its existence can be deduced by other means. But, well, who can say if this will come to pass?